In this week's Counter-Strike 2 news, a current Counter-Strike 2 pro and former Counter-Strike Global Offensive pro has hinted at a bit of a career change. The distribution of the full 1.25 million prize pool of the StarLadder Budapest Major 2025 has been announced, and the PGL cancelled a CS2 tournament scheduled for October 2026. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Zepcast here, coming at you live from SkinsLuck to bring you the weekly CS2 news alongside SkinsLuck updates. This is a segment that we do weekly here on the SkinsLuck official channel. No major updates to report from the SkinsLuck website for the moment, so we're going to be delving into some CS2 news. If you're enjoying getting these updates, please do make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos such as this. And let me know down in the comments what news story shocked you the most. So here we're going to start with our first story today from Esports News UK, reported by Jack Stewart, a senior editor over there. 10-year CS2 esports veteran hints at a dramatic career change. So current Counter-Strike 2 pro and former Counter-Strike Global Offensive competitor lυck Bystrom, I hope I'm pronouncing that okay, again let me know in the comments if I did, has hinted at a major career change. The Swedish pro has been competing for a decade, mostly in CSGO, playing for the likes of Ninjas in Pajamas and Evil Geniuses. This year she began competing in CS2 with North American esports organization Ghost Gaming and is still playing with them. However, lυck has now posted on social media that her career has now taken a potentially dramatic turn. And as you can see, folks, the post here in front of you. She tweeted out a picture of her working in what appears to be a cafe, saying, "After 10 years in esports, I'm officially a sandwich maker." It's not known whether lυck has taken on a new side job or whether this was a joke, but the esports community has certainly enjoyed it. I gotta say, folks, I'll throw in my personal opinion, really feels like a joke on this one. I think there's potential at the article here, perhaps missing the obvious with it, but I'm just putting it out there. At the time of writing, the tweet exploded in popularity with 175,000 likes and over 2k replies. It is no secret, though, that the esports industry has been struggling financially, with mass layoffs hitting multiple companies, including the ESL Faceit group last month. So, I mean, that is kind of where you delve in and say, you might find some truth in this, but again, probably clutching at straws. A fellow pro, which you can see here that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name other than Vilga, because I will absolutely butcher that name, my apologies. The team captain of Ninja in Pajamas Impact jokingly responded to the tweet saying, "Finally, a woman doing her job." Yeah, that's not a joke any of us would risk making, is it? Unfortunately, though, with the amount of eyes on the tweets and the current state of Twitter, the tweet attracted the worst kind of people, to which Vilga responded. The amount of likes under the pic and comments says a lot about our society and is very concerning. And I've seen it, guys. I've seen it. I've worked a lot in women's esports across other esports, and I've seen how people can be to women in the scene. It is not nice. And of course, this is where we get into it here. The writer knows, we know, the audience knows. The lυck tweet is a tongue-in-cheek comment about the current struggles of women in esports. Because last month, it was announced that the ESL Impact Women's CS2 circuit was indefinitely suspended. The tournament organizers, ESL, announced the circuit was closing after Season 8, claiming that the current economic model is simply not sustainable. That is heartbreaking news. However, to end this article on a brighter note, it is not all doom and gloom for women's esports. In fact, far from it, as the article states. The game changer scene in Valorant is still thriving. The most recent GC championship attracted the huge girl group Cat's Eye to use their global hit MIA as the tournament's official theme. Additionally, Riot Games have brought the success of GC to League of Legends after hosting the publisher's own first official Women's League of Legends tournament. And Eterna shocked G2 held to win League of Legends' first ever Game Changers Rising Championship. Eterna defeated tournament favourites G2 Hell 3-1 to win the tournament and take home €5,000 in prize money. So with esports struggling in multiple sectors, hopefully we see things improve soon. Up next, the StarLadder Budapest Major 2025. The full 1.25 million prize pool has been announced in regards to its distribution. And folks, we've been talking about the StarLadder Budapest Major for the last couple of weeks here on this channel, giving you the latest up-to-date news with that. So make sure to check out those older videos. But as you can see in front of you, a total of 32 teams will compete for the championship title and a substantial prize pool of $1.25 million. StarLadder has released the complete breakdown of prize money for all placements. The first place is going to get $500,000, with second place getting $170,000. Third and fourth places are going to get $80,000 each, with fifth to eighth places getting $45,000 each. And then ninth to 11th place is $20,000 each. Same with 12 to 14 places, 15 and 16th places 17th and 19th places are going to get $10,000 each, along with 20th and 22nd places and 23rd and 24th. So it has to be said, folks, a pretty decent distribution there throughout, with everyone having a chance to walk away with some hard-earned cash. Who do you think is going to walk away with some cash in this one? Who do you think is going to walk away with that $500,000? Let us know in the comments. And lastly, folks, the PGL cancelled a CS2 tournament scheduled for October 2026. It seems like even PGL could not find space to squeeze in another big CS2 tournament. The company just announced that it has cancelled its plans for a tournament that was supposed to take place in October 2026. And of course, as you can see in front of you on your screen, folks, the announcement from PGL, you can check out that announcement itself over on PGL Esports from Twitter or X. The announcement came directly from PGL, but the company did not say anything about the tournament's name. Based on the information, the competition should have been held at the same time as the ESL Pro League. The organizers thought it was a good idea at first, but the truth is that this event has been around for ages and PGL decided there is no point trying to compete with it. You know, which I have to say I personally agree with. I think the way esports is at the moment, the idea of throwing in competition tournaments to split what is already a pretty fractured community, I think across all esports, is just going to be detrimental to it as a whole. We need to be pushing to try and get as many people to more events as possible instead of trying to run events at the same time and splitting bases off. It is safe to say that the professional Counter-Strike 2 scene is booming, and PGL is one of the big reasons for it. The company announced its plans for various events earlier this year and even shared some insights about 2026. After checking everything, we can conclude that the calendar is flooded with top-tier tournaments, according, of course, to this lυck's website. In terms of the cancelled 2026 competition, PGL realized that the ESL Pro League is crucial because it gives a slot for the Intel Grand Slam. In other words, some teams will skip the PGL event in favor of the ESL competition, which is 1 month long. Here's a list of the PGL events for 2026 that we are currently aware of. We have one in February 9th running to February 22nd. Then we have one in Bucharest running from April 3rd to April 11th. And then one in Astana running from May 7th to the 17th. So plenty of events still to come. But while one has been cancelled, there's no point worrying. There is still plenty of competition out there if you're a CS2 fan. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news we have for you this week. Did any of this news surprise you? Once again, let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and we will bring you more news next Friday. Take care.